We've managed to write the code to bring in a text file into the import file. Then I look at the data and think it needs to be manipulated. For example, there are some labels missing. Let's start with going to a November 2016, though it doesn't really matter. And what I'm saying here is like these cells here should be filled with the word retail. These cells here should be filled with the word wholesale. And these cells here should be filled with WA. And these cells here should be filled with, in this case, sports. We need to create a macro that fills in the missing labels. So I'd like to start by clicking in A1 and recording a macro, fill labels. And OK. First thing I'd like to do is select the data I'm sitting in. Now you can use Control A generally, but I don't like Control A when it comes to recording macros. The statement that the code writes for Control A gets very hooked up on the actual number of rows and columns. I prefer the old key combination, which is Control asterisk. If you have a number pad out the right hand side, just press Control asterisk to select the current region. If you don't have a number pad, you'll have to hold the Control, the Shift and hit 8, Control Shift 8 to get the asterisk. Once you've selected the current region, I then want to go to the blank cells in that region. So I'm going to press the key combination Control G. From here I can click the special button and I can then go to blanks and OK. So that has automatically selected just the blank cells in that range. I then want to put a formula, so I press the equals key, I'll press the up arrow and I'll press Control Enter. Control Enter then populates all the cells with what's immediately above. I then want to select the current range again, so I'm going to go Control asterisk and I want to copy the data, so I'll go Control C. I then want to paste the values, so I'll probably right click and choose the paste values options, which has a little 1, 2, 3 on it. This successfully gets rid of my formulas and pastes just the values. I'll then press Escape to get rid of the wiggle and I'll click on the cell A1 so that I stop in the same cell that I started the macro. I then want to stop recording and that's my macro created. If I then go and test it, for example, I might decide to go to macros and I might decide to import file, run, and I'll bring in the December file. That's my first part. Then I'll go to macros, fill labels, run, and it's automatically filled in the blank cells with labels. And that's the second part of the equation.